So not only does a disciple follow Jesus, not only does a disciple, or is a disciple formed by Jesus, number 3, a disciple is focused on others. Disciple is focused on others. Notice what Jesus says. Follow me, and I will make you what? Fishers of men, or fishers of people. Now what he's saying is this. This is a future tense promise that's going to happen. How could Jesus make a future tense promise if it's not there yet? Here's why. Because he's God and he's not bound by time. And what he's saying is this. When you follow me, the result of your Christian life is that you're going to be focused on other people. Now, don't miss this. He has not reduced this down to evangelism only. Okay? Do we need evangelism? Absolutely. We need more people sharing the gospel and telling people as much as they can about Jesus Christ. But it's more than that. See, Jesus didn't tell the disciples, go therefore and evangelize all people. Why? Because he knew within the heart of disciple making, there is both evangelism and discipleship. I want to get this across to you. These are not at odds with one another. See, biblical discipleship flows into evangelism, and evangelism biblically flows to discipleship. They're like two oars in the same boat. See, if we only have one oar, the oar of evangelism, we keep rowing in a circle. And if we only have the discipleship oar, we keep rowing in a circle. See, here's the tragedy. If we only have evangelism, we run the risk of creating a church a mile wide and an inch deep. But if we only have discipleship, we run the risk of creating a church an inch wide and a mile deep. We got to have both here, right? And I don't even know how we got here, to be honest with you. I was thinking about this week with our staff. How did we get here? How do we get to the place? And let me just get on a soapbox for just a moment. How do we get here to this place for just a moment? Where we have thought saying a prayer or baptizing someone is the end of the process. It's like we high five and we report numbers and we've succeeded. That's not the end, my friend. Listen to me. That's the beginning of the process. That's where the work starts, right? We need to celebrate when that disciple of Christ has now replicated their life in the life of other people. Aren't you glad the disciples didn't sit in a room with 12 and praise Jesus and read the Bible together and encourage one another? Oh, this is awesome. Us 12 and no more. You guys going to invite anybody else? No, we're not going to invite anybody else. We don't want anybody else. This is rich. I mean, we get to hear Peter every week. This is awesome. And if that would have happened, don't miss this. None of us would be here. None of us would be here. See, here's the deal. The discipleship process is never complete until the mentee becomes a mentor. Here's what Herschel Hobbs said. He said the evangelism process is never complete until the evangelized becomes an evangelizer. See it? Or the player becomes a coach. Here's a saying we always say. We say it at Long Hollow. I want to give it to you. The gospel came to you because it was heading to someone else. Now think about that. The gospel came to you because you're a vehicle to take it to someone else. And every person in here either is fumbling the handoff or we're running with passion. But if I would end here, it would be a great picture of what happened in the life of the disciples, but there's more. A disciple is formed by Christ.